Abbey. This is my final project for my tech class, and I did a bedroom, and one of the tools I used was the offset tool, which I used to make the bed frame and the mattress. I also used it for the pad of my bench to look out the window. I also use the painting and components, which is all the colors on my wall and all of the textures. I also use the rotate tool, which is this, I call it the orbit tool, and it allows you to see all of the different dimensions of your objects. I also use the measure tool, which is this, and I used it to measure my objects to make them to scale. I also use the move and copy tool, which is this, and I can use it on my rug. As you can see, it has a square around it. I also use the dimensions box, which makes it to scale. Like if you wanted to make it 4 foot tall, like the bed, you could just, using the push-pull tool, let go and then type in 4 feet. And then I also used the dimensions box again for my rug to make it 1 inch. I have 10 shapes. As you can see, I have plenty of circles and squares and rectangles for my pillows, beds, and rug and bedspread. I also had 10. I was supposed to have 10 pieces or components, and I had 2 pillows on the bed and 2 pillows on the bench, and then I had the built-in box, and then the pad, and then the mattress, bedspread, and the frame, and a dresser, and a mirror, and a rug. I have 5 textures. You can get textures by going to the window and go to materials, and then this will show up. And use translucent for the windows. I use metal for the mirror to make it look like a mirror. I use paint for the colors named for the dresser and many of the colors. And I also use the wood for the floor and the bench and the bed frame. I have 5 colors, but they're basically all one color, but I use different shades of pink for my bedroom. My model looks good from all angles because I use the orbit tool to look at it from all angles, and there are no extra lines that I don't want.